Today on Adam Wylde and Jax, we are talking about the sex appeal of Billy Ray Cyrus.
Wow!
Sinners is absolutely killing at the box office. And as an adult, what was the last thing you actually tried that you'd never tried before? And how did it work out?
I like that you wore your shirt from a different podcast.
Sorry. Yeah, I just came from recording a sports podcast,
Adam,
so I'm repping the brand.
Adam, you can't, the cross promotion.
I know.
That is illegal here.
I know. We can't talk about the other. We can't talk about SDPN here.
Steve Dangle Podcast Network.
That's right.
Shout out.
Even though that's not what it means. I maintain that.
What does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it doesn't. That is nothing.
It's just dangerous. It's different.
Go Leafs.
It's edgy.
Yeah, go Leafs.
I have a question. This is how I want to start the show. And I made this change to the show about 3 seconds before we started.
Yeah, you won't tell me ever what's going on.
Okay. I need to understand the sex appeal of somebody. There's one particular celebrity, and I'm like, I don't get how this person could end up with this person. And I think sometimes you can feel that sometimes in like friend groups. You're like, really? That person is... Okay.
And you think I'm the expert on sex appeal.
I think especially with this man. Okay.
I do love a man.
Can you explain to me the sex appeal of Billy Ray Cyrus? Old Town Road, Achy Breaky Heart, Miley Cyrus's dad.
I'm familiar. I'm just trying to think of his his body and presence.
Kind of looks like a member of the Grateful Dead. Got the long hippie hair going on.
Hang on, he's not bad, right? Is he a bad person?
I don't think
trust
so.
him. Okay.
There's been some questionable things happening.
Has there been?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's talk about. I don't like his hats.
You don't like his hats?
I don't like his hats. His chapeaus are not good, but I can see there's like this one where he kind of looks like Jesus.
Yeah.
This one, I can see it. I can see it there. Yeah, I wouldn't take him home, but I wouldn't tell him to go home. You know what I mean?
Do you want?
Are you checking your text right now?
Do you want to know who he's dating?
Who? What? Hang on. What? No.
He's dating Elizabeth Hurley.
This is a really uncomfortable pose. He looks.
I know.
Hang on, that's not what he looks like.
It is what he looks like now.
He dyed all of his hair and his facial hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks like he's.
And they got that Easter picture together. If you look at the third tile,
she looks like she's trying to get away, but also get close. Like that is so uncomfortable.
Isn't that a weird?
If you ever held me like that, I'd scream.
So Elizabeth Hurley and Billy Ray Cyrus. And let me tell you this: Elizabeth Hurley is like one. If you're my age and you watched Austin Powers, Elizabeth Hurley was like one of your first crushes, right? She's gorgeous. She made her like big red carpet debut in a Versace dress with Hugh Grant. And everybody's like, whoa, who is this woman? She's unbelievable. So she was... I
thought that maybe there was a bigger age gap, so I had to look that up.
No, they're
4 years apart.
Yeah, they're probably the same age.
He feels older than her.
He's been around a lot longer, right? He was famous pretty young. So first off, I have no idea how these two met. I don't even have much insight to offer on this story. You know, other than I saw it on my Instagram and I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, so that Billy Ray Cyrus must have something going on.
I know what he has.
What's he got?
He has those hats. And those hats, if you don't know better, those hats scream power.
Okay, I need to know.
The secrets are in the hat.
If you're watching, if you're listening, I must know in the comments, is Billy Ray Cyrus a 10 out of 10 to you? I need to know what, and if he is, and Steph is giving me the weirdest look right now. If he is, what is the draw? What's the Billy Ray Cyrus? Because there's something to him, right? You know, he had the major hit in the 90s. He had Old Town Road. Obviously, you know, the Cyrus kids, Trace, Miley.
I love Miley. Sorry.
You love Miley?
Yeah, I love
She's actually cool. I have interviewed her.
Same here. And she was so kind.
She's awesome.
So kind.
Awesome. Nothing but good things to say.
I don't get it. And it seems like a lot of people, I'm looking at my old laptop here. A lot of people are asked, because I wrote, is Billy Ray Cyrus sexy? And a lot of people are asking, how is Billy Ray Cyrus dating Elizabeth Hurley?
Right?
So it is it is a big question right now, Adam. While getting to the bottom of things over here.
I want to know. Now, that was not supposed to be our lead story today. So I was not going to spend that much time on it. But I just thought it was worth kind of starting the show with a bit of shock and awe.
I don't think you were wrong. I think that was very good to bring to the show.
Now, I do want to tell you this. So Jax a little tired today. We're recording this on a weekend. Jax got up at 11 this morning. She was out until 5 a.m. Now, it's important to know, Jax is sober and is not off the wagon.
No, so, I have not relapsed and I'm not out like a gremlin in the night.
You were out of your own volition till 5 a.m. and she won't tell me what it was until we get on camera and online.
Yeah, yeah.
So what did you do? And this is something you're like, listen, I tried something out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it was really worth it. And what is it?
Okay, so I was out until 3 and then I drove my friends home at 5 and I came home with the biggest grin on my face because I had a night of Latin splendor. I went, hear me out, I went to the basement of the Dover Courthouse, which is a building on Dover Court, like a Legion, and I went bachata dancing.
What is bachata?
Bachata. It is traditional Dominican dancing.
Bachata.
My friend Aura is
Okay.
a professional dancer, and she's so good, man. And she took my friend Kat and I out dancing. She showed us some moves before we hit the club. And didn't we hit it?
So you go out and you try this for the very first time.
Very first time. And I am a white girl that grew up in a duplex in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yep.
I don't have the greatest hip rhythm. And I love to dance, but my body doesn't respond well. I can move rapidly, almost kind of like a threat. But I can't dance well. And she taught us. I'm going to show you a video because you joke. You joke, but you haven't seen my body move like this yet. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Press play. Take my phone. I want you to see.
First off, Jax is wearing a sleeveless shirt showing off the guns.
Okay, I want you to see my bachata moves. Turn on the volume.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at you go. Look at you go.
I know. Say more than that. Why aren't you impressed?
I am impressed. But I always thought that you had good moves anyway. I can't play this too loud because we can't play music on the podcast.
No,
it can't
Adam,
be true. But I think
look
you
at
did
my
good.
hips. Look at my body move.
So the hips. So you got clothes on your hips though. It's hard to see. Oh, there you go.
Well, that's my sweat towel.
Your sweat towels are on your. So okay, here's the question I have.
Yes.
And this is so great that you're dancing and you're trying something new, and that's excellent as an adult that you're doing that. My question is, why did it have to go till? Why did it start at midnight and go till 3 a.m.?
It didn't. It just it started earlier than that, but there is a large dancing community, a bachata dancing community. Bachata. Am I pronouncing?
When did it start?
What's that?
When did it start?
I don't know. I just like
when did you show up at the venue?
When did I show up?
Yeah.
I showed up at 11.
Okay, already?
Yeah.
Like there's not a world where I would be leaving the door at 11.
My friends came over at 9:30.
Oh my God, I would die.
I danced and I was nervous, but we got in the car, we went across town, we parked, we went in, and we hit the floor, Adam. And I have never, I was sweating. It looked like I was crying.
That's
I haven't
amazing.
felt joy like that. And now I'm going to join the community. I'm going to take a dance class. I'm going to go to the different nights. And as you mentioned, I am sober. So it's clear that I have trouble with addiction. Now I'm addicted to this.
That's a good thing to be addicted to. Plus, if you're doing it's a good workout, it's all that. Okay, so tell me about this with bachata dancing.
Bachata.
Bachata dancing.
Bachata, yeah.
What's the first move they teach you?
Do you want me to show you?
Well, show me. Yeah,
Okay.
well, give me a little rundown. Give me a little rundown. Okay, so Jax is standing up. Okay, and this is for the audio listener, so I'm going to describe it for everybody at home. So then
It's a 4 count, okay?
It's a 4 count.
You're going left,
Left, shuffle, right, shuffle, left, shuffle. So, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, so it's just a little bit of the hips.
Yeah, but I'm trying to move them more.
Okay.
Are they moving?
They're moving. They're not locked in. You're good.
My eyes, but I have to move my arms too.
Okay.
My eye contact is
The T-Rex arms are very funny. Why you doing that? I just want to say. So yeah. So no, but so you basically everything comes out of the left. Foot
it's
out,
a 4 count where
right,
it also is
foot
at
out.
3. Listen, I'm going to get really good and I'm going to come and dance at your house.
I can't wait.
And I need you to know that this has opened up my world and I need a new hyperfixation. So here I am. Okay.
There you go. No, I want to talk about the time framing here. I think that's the more interesting angle.
How so?
I'm so excited for your dancing. I think it's
Thank
cool, and I
you.
hope we should show the video without audio on the show because I think it's awesome.
And hopefully people will gas me up more than you. I thought you were going to be like, whoa, I've never seen your hips move like that.
I'm happy for you with
Girl,
the hips. I want
hypnotizing.
to understand how at almost 37,
Yes,
because you're
yeah.
not 37 yet, how you can still do that.
Because
I have not been able to do that for well over half a decade.
I don't wear quarter zips like you do, and I don't have a child. I am not an old papa. I'm not an old. No, I don't know. It's like the older I'm getting, the later I like to stay out.
It's
and
crazy.
I love early mornings, but I don't know. I'm liking trying new things.
And you know what? As an adult, let's be straight.
Yeah.
You do get to a point where you do stop trying new things. And
Yeah.
it's really, you go back to try, especially when you have kids, you go back to trying all the stuff you tried the first time around, only you're teaching someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't have very much time to try things out for yourself. I'll tell you, my buddy Steve, who you know very well, for the last couple of years, like, so when he grew up, his sister Rachel has severe, learning disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So she, could only reach a certain point mentally in terms of like where she could be and what she could learn and what she could do.
Yeah.
And she requires round the clock care.
Yeah.
And so it's made Steve a very empathetic person, but also it's very expensive. And his parents,
incredibly taxing on the families.
so his parents didn't have the money or the time to put him in hockey.
Yeah.
Loves hockey.
Yeah.
It's all he talks about. It's all he thinks about. So as a 34, 35-year-old with two kids. He
started to play,
He has been going to lessons for 2 years with Jesse, who is also my other business partner, learning to play hockey. I played hockey for 12 years.
Yeah.
I don't play hockey anymore.
You got a hockey bum though, don't you?
I do have a hockey bum still.
You got a nice bum.
Those guys go every Friday night and they go play. And so Steve now is playing in a men's league for
so
beginners.
Good. Yeah.
For the first time in his whole life.
Yeah.
And he played his first game last week. And I think walked out of it feeling the exact same way you do, right?
It's like pure childlike joy
and you
wonder.
realize, like, because I think we get stuck in our own things and we don't want to try things because we don't want to be bad at them, right?
Yeah.
And so you come out of it and you go, I'm so glad I tried. It's like the first time you got on a roller coaster.
Yes.
I'm so glad I did it. I was so afraid. And then I did it.
Everything I thought would happen didn't. And I came out of it excited. And that's probably how Jesse, also your business partner, learned how to golf over the past few years and got really, really good.
He's so good. It's unreal.
So good. And
I hate those people that are just gifted athletically. The rest of us have to work at it.
Hey, I'm hot and tall and good at golf.
Everybody's got that friend, right? They're like, yeah, I'm pretty good at everything.
I don't know.
It's great.
The world is weird and dark. And I'm just like, I want to try new things. And because I got sober 3 months before the pandemic began.
Yeah.
So I was coming out of my shell more, and then the world was shutting down. So there's all these things.
Back in the shell.
You stay in
Put a
that
mask
shell.
on. You don't leave the house.
Yeah, and it's like I'm excited to. I'm just excited to be curious about things again.
Yes. Yeah.
And be like, I wonder about this. It's like, it's
good for it's awesome. Listen, for me. And I think a lot of parents can relate to this is I know there's going to be a point where I'm going to be able to try new things again. Yeah. But it's not right now.
Well, she's about to turn 6, so it's definitely not right now.
Not right now. But I know that probably your brother and your sister-in-law, they have a 10 and a 12-year-old or something?
They're
able to do stuff now.
David, my brother, was saying the other day, he was like, we're finally able to they're able to hang out for a few minutes or while we run to the store, Braxton's 12.
Yeah, if you're 12, you can be on your own.
You can be on your own. And it's funny because my brother David is now he just bought a electric piano. He's learning how to play piano. He's learning how to do computer stuff. He's learning how to DJ. And it's this sense of freedom that you'll get. So you will have that too when your children can care for themselves.
It's a decade of just surviving. And then once you get past it, it's great.
You won't have fun for another 6 years, okay, Adam Wylde? But no.
It is fun. It is fun. I won't say, I will not lie. The first 6 months are not fun.
I will take you to the basement. Once Everly is 12, I'll take you to the basement and teach you how to bachata, okay?
I can't wait. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Look
this
at
is
these
good.
Hips. These hips are for you.
I can't even remember the last thing I tried that I'd never done before. That's kind of sad, isn't it? As an adult, think about it. Think honestly, if you're listening to this, think about this. When was the last time you legitimately tried something that made you uncomfortable that you had never done before? I don't even know what it would be.
Didn't you get it? You bought some sort of watercraft, a surfboard, a paddle.
I had a paddleboard.
You had a paddleboard.
It's in my wife's cottage.
Yeah, you got into paddleboarding.
Well, I didn't get into it. I never used it.
Do you use it at the cottage?
Yeah. Yeah,
then
occasionally.
You got into
but
it.
Again, I can't leave the dock because I have a child.
I got a paddleboard.
So it's
take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's I would love to go use my paddleboard, but when would I do that?
Okay, so how about this? In a perfect world, Everly's 12. Right now, we're talking Everly's 12 years old.
And she'll be like, get the hell away from me at that point anyway, right?
What do you want to try? What are you curious about?
I have no idea. That's kind
of cool too, though, that who knows?
I'm going to have to think about it, but it's sort of I guess the only thing that I can really say is I started a business with my friends 5 years ago or 4 years ago or whatever the hell it was. That is it. It's because you're because I'm running a business with Jesse and Steve, because, I'm doing this show with you, like it again, but it's like more of an extension of the stuff I've already done. And I think you sometimes see like, those running clubs? You'll always see like
that
some
barrel
people
down the streets.
and and they literally attack people.
Yes,
It's like, get out of the way, we're running. Or the cyclists, get out of the way, cycling.
Yeah, Tour de France down Bloor.
Like a whole bunch of Lance Armstrongs.
Yeah,
like
chill
out, man. It's okay. You can press brakes.
$7,000 bikes.
We're not going to mess with your heart rate. You can absolutely click the brake on your bike, and don't worry, pedestrians do get the right of way. And no, we don't want to sue you afterwards. I saw a guy almost hit somebody on the street. And he's like, well, you could have sued me afterwards if it had been a problem. And the guy's like, I don't want to sue you. I just want to not get hit by a bike. Like,
you know what you're going to get hit by first. Sorry, side note. It isn't going to be a bike. It's going to be one of those e-bikes, man. They are lawless in this damn city. They are lawless.
They are lawless.
They're on the sidewalk. They're on the roof.
They're just zipping around. Yeah.
No, I scream. Sometimes I say, enough. Like, I just can't. This is too much. No, because you don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah. No. It's true.
Sorry. Well, okay. Anyways,
it's a bit of a digression.
But it's just I don't want to hit them, and they're so unpredictable.
I know.
Okay. So what else? Sorry, you were saying?
No, I just think it's actually, you've made me rethink my life. Like, I can't remember the last thing that I tried new, and I can't remember even thinking about, hey, I'd like to expand my hobbies.
Okay. So what are you?
Because I don't have any.
Okay, but like, I know that you can't think of one, but like, what are you curious about? Like, what is?
Well, okay.
And nothing to do with media, nothing to do with technology.
So I used to be in a band like in high school.
Yes.
And around COVID, we started sort of like jamming together again. But again, we're all busy, right? Like, and so I haven't seen those guys again in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. You sang though, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And can we get pictures of it? Can we get
Oh my
pictures to
God,
put on the pod?
I don't even know where I have any.
We can. I'll contact Marilyn, your mother.
She might have
because you
some.
sang. So would you get back into singing, or would you want to do?
I mean, it would just, even if it was like in somebody's basement jamming, like an old dad band, like I'm fine with that. I would love to do that.
I think that'd be awesome.
I know, but again, it's not something new. I've done it.
Okay.
Right? So.
Okay, can I give you random hobbies and see if you would do them?
Give it to me.
Okay, skating. I was going to say rollerblading.
Owned them all the way growing up. That's how we practice in the summer.
Okay, rock climbing.
I have always, there you go. I'm interested in that.
And there's one down the road.
Is there?
There's a wall.
So I've heard it's outrageously expensive though, to try.
I don't know.
Maybe we can go together at some point.
Let's
get our fingers chalked up and go.
I'd love to. Would we do the ones with the harness or the free?
Well, you do the one with the harness first, so you don't fall off the wall.
No,
right?
but there's ones that you don't do a harness with at all.
I know that, like that free climb for sure.
We're not doing that.
But like, you don't start at the free climb. It's like you don't start driving a car. You start as like with a learner's permit.
I started driving. I started driving.
I bet you did.
Okay, so rock climbing.
Yes.
What about, because you don't cook at all. Would you ever get into something like culinary?
Don't care.
Okay.
My wife, I think when we retire, my wife will want to like go to culinary school. Like that's how much she loves it.
She is incredible. She's such a good baker, such a good cook.
And I just don't care.
Okay.
I just not my thing.
One more thing.
Oh, I'll tell you one.
What?
And you guys laughed at me when I wanted to try this. I told Jax and our former co-host TJ that I wanted to do this, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, but like with what time?" And it was a good point. Wake surfing, or not wake surfing. You know the guys with the parachutes that are on a wakeboard. And they're zipping around the beach. I desperately want to do that. And there are guys of all ages doing it.
All the boys are at the beach.
And no, they do it here in Toronto.
I know.
And it looks so much fun. And I grew up with water sports, so I'm completely comfortable with that. That would be, if I could take my little parachute, pump it up on the beach, because they have a parachute and it's got air in it, right? You pump it up and then you get your wetsuit on. And I'd be stuffing a sausage into a pretty tough casing at the moment, but it would I feel like it would just be a blast.
If I see you down at the beach with a parachute, I'm going to contact your wife. I'm going to say something's gone wrong.
I'm telling you,
something's gone wrong. No, I know they do, but those are the same, like men who parasail are the same kind of people who have $7,000 road bikes that they don't need. Like
I will never have one of those. I have a $200 road bike that I don't use.
I need a hobby. But we laughed at you at the time because you bought a paddle board. You literally never used it because you didn't have time. You're like, I gotta get a parachute. It's just like you need the time. So 6 years from now.
Okay, 6 years from now, I'll give it a shot. We'll come back to this. Now, I want to move us on because you made fun of me last week a little bit, as you always do, about some of this movie stuff we were talking about. Remember, We were talking about Minecraft and how it was like the worst movie of all time, and yet it's doing so well.
So well. Yeah.
It's almost at $1 billion, by the way, at the box office as of this weekend.
Good God.
Billion with a B.
Are people still being aggressive in the theaters though?
Yes, but less so. Like apparently, like my wife took Everly and she said they were singing certain songs or whatever, but I don't think people are trying to get kicked out of theaters anymore, which was the goal the last time. But the movie I want to talk to you about was this Sinners movie, which is Michael B. Jordan.
Everywhere right now. I saw it all over TikTok. Yeah.
So it broke this crazy record. And this is how much you need to see this movie. Okay. And I haven't had the chance to see it yet because it's NHL playoffs and I don't have time.
You don't have time for anything.
But Sinners had its opening weekend, 46 million bucks. Okay. That's what it made. And as we talk about, is a non-IP movie. So a movie that's not like based on a video game or based on a book or whatever. So Harry Potter's an IP thing. Minecraft's an IP thing. The Avengers is IP, right?
Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yeah. This is just a movie for movie's sake.
Yeah.
Bridget Jones' Diary was a book. Yeah. It dropped only 6% in terms of what it made its first weekend to what it's made its second weekend. Now, why is that important? It's top 30 all time.
Ever.
In terms of the lowest drop weekend 1 to weekend 2. And basically at that point, it means that the word's getting out that this movie's great and everybody's loving it. And it's kind of nuts because the only films with larger openings and smaller drops were Avatar, the original one, which was at the time like a cultural thing. Did you see it?
I've never seen it.
You never seen it? It was pretty cool in theaters in 2010.
Too spooky for me.
It wasn't spooky.
It's too spooky. Amphibians.
And it was one of the first movies that really like captured 3D movie watching. It was good. And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2000, the one with Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
From weekend 1 to weekend 2, it dropped to 5.4%. But both of those releases were Christmas releases where people really go to the movies. And so for this to be happening in like late April, early May, it just speaks to how good it is. And apparently the two CEOs, Pam Abdi and Michael DeLuca, who were Warner Brothers Entertainment CEOs, they were under the gun. They were getting huge criticism for greenlighting this. So like people are like, what are you doing? Who the hell is going to watch?
All the people doubted it. Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan is his own twin. And this sounds really stupid. And it's blowing up. It's huge.
Believe in your idea.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
Now,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Okay. And we talked about this last week. I don't like spooky things. I've seen so much hype about it.
You might want to go see it.
I want to see it. I think I may want to see it. Yeah.
Something else that's happening. Movie theaters are having a tough time getting people in the door.
Yes.
Right? And so Minecraft being a hit's a big deal. Sinners being a hit's a big deal. One thing that they are doing is they're bringing back old movies. And this weekend, they brought back one of the Star Wars movies that came out when we were in like grade 7, grade 8, which is Revenge of the Sith, the last Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor one.
Yeah.
Where he becomes Darth Vader, spoiler alert. I
don't understand.
So it's called Revenge of the Sith. And it made $30 million in North America.
In just playing in the theaters?
Yes. And it made $850 million 25 years ago when it was released. So it's made $30 million again. So it's only $15 million off of what Sinners is. That's how big that movie is. So they're bringing back these big movies so you can watch them in the theater the way they're meant to be watched.
And that's the thing, like, because I could go on, I'm sure, my computer right now and find any movie, but it's the experience of going to the theater
with other people
and like enjoying popcorn. And because they always said, movie theaters are going to fall off, but it's a whole experience.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll probably start to see this a little bit more.
I have a question. Are the tickets for old movies as expensive as they are for new ones? No.
Yep.
Especially if you want to see it, man.
100%. Especially if you want to see it from like Ultra THX, whatever your IMAX, whatever. What
movie would you like? Old movie? Would you go
if
see?
I had time, and I don't, I would go see this. But I think you gotta. To me, great movies to see in theaters are always action ones. So here's one that would do really well: Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious would kill.
I'm tired.
I know. There's 11 of them.
I'm tired of Fast and Furious. How mad and furious does this fast car need to be?
I'm just telling you, all the people that watch Tokyo Drift, you know what I'm talking about.
Enough.
That's a good movie.
Enough.
Yeah. Like I think you
There's
have to go,
11?
like or like think about this, like Independence Day with Will Smith, where he's fighting off the aliens.
Oh, got to see the explosions in the
Welcome
theater.
to Earth.
You know what
It's
I
a line.
want? You know what I would go see?
Bridget Jones's Diary.
Bring It On.
There you go.
Now that was a banger. I went and saw it. Yeah, in the Woodlawn Empire Theaters.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, that's the way I want my body to move on the cheerleading.
Well, and you're
I was
living it out now.
Well, that's true. That's a different world. But I was never cheer. But like the soundtrack, the actors, the cheering.
Can I give you one
the
that might?
women. Now thinking about it, I think I was gay at that point. You know, like didn't realize it. Okay.
There were some there were signs.
Yeah.
Okay, Steph, you got one? Like bring an old movie back to the theater. What do we got?
Oh yeah, She's the Man.
She's the Man?
Do you guys not know what She's
It's
the Man
Amanda Bynes,
is?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she's on the soccer team and she
Yes.
pretends to be her brother
But why in a movie theater?
because it's iconic. People are literally dressing up as her as
Channing
Sebastian
Tatum's in it.
Hastings.
Yeah.
It's an iconic movie.
Oh, I'm actually
Millennials of my age will all like
Oh, I remember.
go around me on this because it's it's one of my favorite movies ever.
Do you like anything without a young pop star in it?
No.
No.
I was gonna say she's gonna say something about like Jonas.
See, some people
Jonas
like action
Brothers.
movies, some people like fanciful movies. Our producer Steph likes a
Yeah.
fanciful movie, loves like a Wicked and loves like here's one, and Steph's gonna love this choice, okay?
Fast and Furious
Here's
9.
what you do. Here's what you do. You want to create a movie theater event, get people back to the theaters, okay? You're gonna do a binge day, all day, High School Musical 1, 2, and 3. Back to back to back.
I'm in. I'm
Right?
in.
Wildcats, get your head in the game.
I've
we
never
are
seen
all
it.
in this together.
Incredible.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen High School Musical?
Never seen it. I think I've
You're
seen like
kidding.
bits and pieces.
Straight
no,
to
I was
jail.
busy.
Straight to exactly.
Straight to
How
jail.
can you exist in the pop culture lexicon and not have seen High School? You have.
I was busy smoking weed in the woods at that age, and I wasn't watching the Family Channel. And I
Criminal.
should have been watching the Family Channel. Looking back, I should have been just watching the Family Channel. No, I love Zac Efron. For so many different reasons.
You don't know,
but I've never seen it.
The
No.
love story with.
What are you looking at? Are you
I'm
reading
trying
me
to
the plot?
remember his name. Troy
you don't
Bolton.
Know the love story.
Troy
of.
Bolton.
You don't remember his name?
Troy.
No, one more time. One more time.
That's
for me.
what she sings. She just stands up in the middle of the game. It's like Troy.
Hang on. Is
and
that
then what do they sing? What song is that afterwards? It's like
I don't know.
they like sing like a ballad back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
You don't know
It's a
about
TikTok trend.
Yes, it is.
And hang on, it was Vanessa Hudgens in it too, right?
Yes. Ashley Tisdale.
And that's where because they started dating around that time, right?
Yeah. So it was Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez. That was a red hot relationship. But don't forget about Sharpay Evans. Sharpay was dangerous.
Do you
She
remember-
had dude.
Do you remember Vanessa Hudgens at the beginning of the pandemic? She did.
Well, I
some-
do remember that. That was a tough take. We all had bad takes. That was hers.
That was a tough take.
We won't even reference.
Oh my God. No, maybe I do need to. You know what?
You need to watch
Maybe
them.
I need to watch High School Musical.
Because
You do.
you know what? It is fun.
It's the best.
Yeah. It's actually just, and that's the thing is
I'm
like
in my fun era.
shut your mind off, enjoy your life. And it's a musical.
That's Bridesmaids for me. That's what I like. I would go see that in theaters too.
Now I don't know if it's as good as Bridesmaids, but I think you'll appreciate it for what it is. It is so candy soaked Disney musical. Everybody has to be clean as a whistle, that sort of thing. And like
He looks so young.
I know. They all do. It's kind of nuts.
God, I'm old. I'm old and yeah. Okay.
So I want
that got dark.
I want
Okay.
to play for you a
I'm gonna
clip
watch it.
that's going viral.
You got two
And
devices in your hand right now. What do you?
I'm
He's got
going
his
to play for
phone?
this. No, we can't play this on the show, but we can link to it in the description, and we will. Okay.
I bet Steph will hook that up for us.
This is an interview. It's going to be on your computer, so you have to watch it with the sound up. So Steph will have to mute your microphone.
Oh,
and
good.
it
My
is-
sound's on. Hang on. There we
I
go.
don't know if you guys have heard of Bill Belichick. He is a very famous football coach. Was the coach of the
Patriots.
The Patriots
Yeah.
under with Tom Brady, and he is 73 and he's dating a 24-year-old. Now
hang on. What? I was just
You don't
putting
know
it in.
this?
No, I was just opening my iMessage.
Jax.
Yeah, hang on. Tell me the age gap again.
He is 73.
Yeah.
She is 24.
That is. I'm not. I can't say those words.
We are going to have a segment here.
Then
we
that-
are going to have a
yeah.
good time. All right.
Okay.
Now, interestingly enough, these guys have been doing everything together. They've been going to the ESPYs together. He is now coaching college football. She's now working at the same college that he's coaching at. She just graduated, And what's amazing about this is she has, he used to call like social media Instaface, like, oh, I'm too good for that. Now he's on Instagram with 500,000 followers.
I feel mad right now.
Oh, get ready for this. This clip's going to blow your mind. So she has a significant amount of, it seems, control over his life in a way publicly that we've not seen before. This is a man who was always very gruff with the media, would give one-word answers, was very tough on his players, won a lot, but was a really tough guy to deal with. And it's sort of interesting seeing him shift. Now, this is CBS This Morning. It's my mother's favorite show. And it is one of the premier morning television shows on a Sunday morning in the United States. And he's doing this interview. And I want you to just watch this clip, Jax. And all I want the camera to capture, because we can mute it, I want it to see your face. I want to see your face when you hear this.
Okay.
So if just to kind of catch everybody up, here's what happens. The interviewer asks, how did you guys meet? And she, who is not on the interview, not being interviewed, yells, we're not talking about this. Now, if you didn't think something sketchy was happening before and these are just two people in love, who are we to judge? 50-year age gap? Or 49?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think now? And I want to show you some stuff because this guy has been doing some crazy things, Jax.
I just have to say that, because I think, you're going to give me more information here, but I think everyone's opinion is probably why is she controlling him? Because she's the one that gets the blowback. She doesn't want that question to be answered because as the woman, she is the one that is going to be called the gold digger, the slut, the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And that's why I asked the question, right? Now, I just sent you a link. Open your text messages.
Adam,
and we can play this, by the way.
Adam Wylde is live sending me content.
You can see this, okay? I'm holding this back so that you can see this, okay?
Also, can I talk about his shirt? What is he wearing?
He always wears shirts with holes in them and stuff.
I thought he was trying to be hip and
I don't know.
trendy.
Before it made him seem working class. Now, he's worth 120, 30 million bucks.
Adam, it's asking me for a security code and I'm not doing this.
Okay, so
Hang on,
open
I'm
it
gonna
on
look
your
at my
phone.
What? What is this? What is this?
This is them doing their fun pictures at the beach.
Adam, this is what you sent me?
Yeah, and did you scroll both? Did you see both?
I hate this.
Okay.
What the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry.
Describe for the audio listeners, what are they doing?
Well, Bill is in a full fisherman's suit, it seems.
73-year-old Bill.
Yeah, 73. Papa Bill is
looks like he's just walked off the lobster vessel in Digby.
He looks like the grandfather watcher of the shore.
Yeah.
And then he has a very young and fully make-upped mermaid who is beached.
Yes.
Laying with a fishing rod going into her mouth.
It's like a member of Deadliest Catch and a mermaid on the beach. That's how it...
Whose idea was this?
Well, it's on her Instagram, so I'm going to assume it's hers.
It doesn't matter.
Now,
that doesn't matter.
I'm going to show you a video.
Oh, hang on. I looked at her bio. She's a daughter of a Maine fisherman. Maybe she's into fishing.
And who's daddy? Now, let's have a look at what I just sent you.
Oh, that's funny.
Look at who,
how many things? Oh my God, Adam.
Open your text.
This is the most organized Adam Wylde I've ever seen you.
Listen, I just want you to, because I knew.
the thumbnail. Get me out of here.
No, you need to watch this video. This went viral a few months ago. And I want you to describe for everybody listening what you're seeing.
God, he is putting her into, what is this position called?
So he's
laying down and he has his legs and his feet up. It's like playing flying with a child.
Right, and so he's bringing her up and he's basically in a position where he's on his back, legs in the air, hands in the air, and she is balancing on them.
I can feel his arthritis. I can feel Bill's arthritis through this.
So
good for him for trying. She's ripped, but I hate this.
And she's gorgeous. There's
I
no
hate
question.
this relationship.
Why do you hate this relationship?
I'm not going to say anything on her because I
don't think there's anything bad about. I don't know.
I think he is. I think that's a really bizarre power dynamic that I think is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that is.
It sounds like she's taken some of the power back. By the way, in that interview, We're not talking about this.
I don't think that's power, though. I don't think that's power.
What do you think that is?
She doesn't want any more reasons for people like us to be talking about on a podcast about their relationship.
Well, they just made one.
They did, fair. But I think that when you hear about a relationship with that much of an age gap, sure, many people hopefully say, what the hell is the guy doing? But a lot of people, they immediately go like, she's the one that gets in trouble for it.
My instant thought is, and this goes back to like, I was dating about 5 years ago, something like that. And before I met Natalie, and there was a point where you're like, I'm not going to date anybody under this age.
Yeah,
and my age gate was like, it was like 26 and up. And I was 31, 32 at the time.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I am not going to date someone in their early
Yeah.
20s. I don't have anything in common with them.
No.
And I'm at a different stage. I have a kid, like all that stuff, right? You need to find.
But here's the thing. You knew better. They don't. He knows better. She doesn't. She may not.
Maybe she does, Jack.
Maybe she does.
You're
but
assuming she doesn't.
Maybe she does. But I just don't think that, I think if there's anybody to put a stop to that and say, maybe I shouldn't date somebody in their 20s, it's him. And I think that power dynamic is really, really, really bizarre.
I think it'd be very interesting to go to dinner with those two. I would love to know what they talk about. I really would. I would love to know. Because I'm always curious by that. There are people with those age gaps. What do you have in common?
And that's the thing is like,
and we're not talking 10 years, guys. We're talking 5 decades.
I'm not even talking 20 years because I know some people who are like 20 and like, they're 50 and 70 or like sometimes 40 and 60, which is okay. But like 20 and in your 70s, Bill, go work on your Super Bowls. I don't know, man. Or like your photo shoots.
All right, let's get to Left on Red.
You got me going there, baby.
I knew I would. Gabby is going to be on Left on Red. She's asking about Mel. She wants to know why she was left on red. Let's get into it. All right, let's welcome Gabby to Left on Red. Gabby has been seeing Mel for 4 months, and it's gone about as well as things can go until the last 6 days where Mel has completely disappeared. So, Gabby, that's left you really confused.
Yeah, I am absolutely confused. I would even say that I am completely confused, and I really just like totally don't get it.
Just a lot of confusion and mystery. Okay, no, I'm sorry. That is not ideal, and it sounds like you really liked her, eh?
I did really like her.
Do we know that she's okay? Like, have you done a wellness
Adam.
check? I always wonder that with this. I'm like, they could be in the hospital. You don't know.
Yeah, I do know that she's okay. We have some like mutual acquaintances, and they've been out for dinner together, and I think that was last week, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Did you guys have a fight or something, or like, is there anything that you can think of?
A fight? Not really a fight. That's not what I would call it. If anything, it would just be like we had this like weird conversation a few weeks ago.
Okay.
She like brought up moving in together, and I said that I would be open to it, but like in a few months, because we were only together for 4 months, and that's when she kind of not really dropped out, but she like never brought it up again.
Okay.
And I thought that was kind of weird. So I wasn't sure if she was like mad that I wasn't like 100% yes, move in right now or something.
A hesitant you-hauler. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. What do you want to get out of this call? Like, where do you want to go with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm mostly just hoping to like reconnect because like I can't, like I think she and I could figure it out together, like on our own, but I can't do that if she's not talking to me.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So I was just kind of hoping that you guys would be the bridge for us to like reconnect, and hopefully there's like an issue I just wasn't aware of that we can get through by talking about it.
I think we can do that.
I think we can do that. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. No, but I get it. We'll hopefully figure all of this out for you, and you guys can have a smooth little move.
Okay, so let's
All
make
right.
the call.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, is Mel there?
She's just in the shower. I can have her call you back though. Who's this?
It's the Adam Wylde and Jack show. Can I ask who we're speaking to?
Oh, yeah, this is Ryan.
Why are you answering Mel's phone, Ryan?
Because she doesn't have voicemail set up, and I didn't want her to miss someone calling.
Okay.
How do you know Mel?
What do you mean? I'm her fiance. How do you know Mel, but you don't know she has a fiance? Like,
Hi.
We are-
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this is Gabby. Uh, is this Mel Brooks's phone?
yes. Wait, are you that crazy person who's Mel's been talking about?
Crazy?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. As in,
Okay.
you won't leave her alone.
I don't.
Okay, your text and phone calls coming up
No,
on her phone.
I'm not crazy, you asshole. Okay, your fiance has been sleeping with me since Christmas, and I'll let you know that the sex has been
Okay.
crazy, but like I'm not crazy.
All right.
Yo, you need
Well,
to leave us the hell alone. You are insane. Okay, stop calling her. Stop texting her. Just leave her alone.
Okay.
Okay. She could have blocked me anytime, Ryan. Okay, you know that, right? She could have blocked me at any point.
I don't.
But you still seem to think this is my fault? You need to have a conversation with your quote unquote fiance because it seems like she's got a few things that she needs to figure out.
Whatever. This is stupid. I'm hanging up. This is insane.
All right, good. You know what? You can tell her, good luck with that.
Okay.
He's hung up.
Ryan's or Mel's line.
Their line.
Their line together
line
is dead.
Are you okay?
Oh my God. I mean, I just want you both to know that, like, I had no idea that she had a fiance.
No, it's okay. We know that.
Yeah.
And I had no idea who this Ryan person was.
No, we
God, I'm sorry. I cry when I'm pissed.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay.
We're
It's
so
okay.
sorry that happened, and obviously that wasn't your expectation. You're gonna find somebody a lot better than that.
Yeah, you deserve a lot better than that. I'm so sorry, Gabby.
Oh, thanks. I just feel like I wasted like 4 months of my life.
At least you didn't move in together.
Yeah.
All three of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, Gabby, here's the deal. You gotta walk away from this. You gotta call some friends, and you gotta understand that this is not a reflection on you in any way. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, take care.
All right. Time for the interview.
It's officially called that, is it?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
now.
go.
Until you come up with a better name.
I've been trying.
KTD14 says, would you rather live in a bag of milk or have denim as your skin?
Denim is my skin.
Why?
Because I wouldn't mind that.
Well, you wouldn't have to put on pants.
I would, or shirt. I love a double denim moment.
See, I feel like a bag of milk might be. Did you know that Cleopatra bathed in milk because she thought it was good for her skin? Kept it supple and whatever.
I mean, she looked
So,
good.
listen, it's like sleeping on a waterbed. So if you only have to live in the bag of milk, you can leave. And I feel like
you can leave. Like
you
where's
can leave the bag of milk.
The milk door.
By the way, you can tell we're Canadian because it's a bag of milk, not just milk in a carton or in a jug.
We didn't have
Americans
bags
do
of milk
not-
back in Nova Scotia. I
Oh,
don't
we
think.
had them here. It's an Ontario
Oh,
thing.
I've seen them. Yeah, they're.
It's stupid. and
I
we
hate the
shouldn't
way
have
that
them.
they feel.
I hate it too.
I like
But if
wine
you're-
in a bag, but that's about it.
So if you're living, see, to me, I would live in the milk because at least I could leave. Now I would probably smell a little bit, have to freshen up the milk.
Have you ever smelled wet jeans?
Ooh.
Yeah, could you imagine smell like when you get out of the shower? It's not like I'm fresh. It's like I smell like wet jeans.
And you got to wipe the jeans when you go.
God.
Just throwing that
Who
out there.
asked that?
This isn't a personal question at all. Who are you supporting for the Canadian election?
We're not going to talk about that.
No.
Yeah, we're
That
not.
politics, I think, are extremely personal.
Yeah.
And I think we just kind of leave it.
You can
So,
probably guess by looking at me, but I won't say.
Yeah.
All right.
That was from Amanda. If you were reincarnated as something else, what would you come back at? That's Millsy.
And that's an animal, like anything?
Well, I'm assuming anything that lives. So you could be a plant.
I wouldn't want to be a plant.
I wouldn't either.
I'd be a hawk.
I was going to say a bird too.
Yeah, and then you're heading out.
See, I'd want to be a pelican, I think. Because pelicans are kind of cool. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, I've
see
seen
one
a
up close?
pelican. I've seen
First
a
off, they like waddle along, whatever. But they also are like, nothing really eats them. And so, because that's the thing, right? You want to pick something that's like, if you pick like a field mouse, you're in trouble, right? I want to pick something where it's like, I'm kind of the top of my food chain. No one's going to eat a pelican.
I don't think
And
that.
then and you get to hang out in the Caribbean all day scooping fish.
Hang on.
I think that's pretty sweet. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I was going to say, can I eat you? A hawk can't eat a pelican, it
No.
says.
Pelicans are huge.
But hawks are sharp.
They are.
And hawks are
I wouldn't want to get in a
pushy.
fight with you.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like flapping
I
at
would
you.
fly around you. I would bother you.
Yeah, you would bother me?
I would haunt you as a hawk.
Here we go. Okay. Who is your, did we do this? Who is your celebrity hall pass? That is from Alexa.
I don't even know. Like, who would I take on a date?
Yeah.
Not just,
Like who's your style? Who's somebody you're like, oh my God, I really think you're cool.
I just want to take Drew Barrymore on a date
You
for
like
the
Drew
rest of my life.
You've always liked Drew Barrymore.
I just would love to take her for dinner and ask her how she is. I would
She
just love
seems-
to be. I would love
She
to be.
seems like she'd give you a good answer.
She would. I'd love to be very polite and sweet to Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
I'd like to bring her flowers.
Have
That's the
always
most
been-
boring answer ever.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
it is. And especially with her talk show, like, you know, people are getting to know her a little bit better. She just seems like an interesting person.
She sits very close. Like I know that's going to be the first
She
thing.
does.
She sits
But you're
very
not
close
okay.
to
You're
people.
not upset with personal
No, she can
space.
sit
You're
close
okay
to
with that?
me and we can chat. And then I just love her laugh. I've always loved her.
Oh, I
She's
like
so
that.
beautiful and smart.
I like that. I've always been attracted to people that are funny. Always. So like I always said Emma Stone or Jennifer Lawrence. I think they're both funny people. I like Emma Stone a lot.
I
think
like
she's-
Emma Stone. I think you should, Jennifer Lawrence, I think would like wear on me.
You think so?
I think so. I think
You
she's
don't think
hilarious.
she's chill? Like I feel like she puts it on for the camera and then she backs it
I
off
think
like we all do.
I think she's chill, but I think that I think she would get annoyed by you.
What?
Yeah, I think she would get annoyed.
You
'cause
think I would annoy her?
I think that you're too.
Why? What
I'm
did
so
what
sorry.
did I do?
I think that she's more organized than you.
Well, everybody. That's like
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, wow, you know, that tree is taller than you." Like, of course, man.
I think that Emma Stone would have more patience for your organizing, but that doesn't mean I think they would both love you.
Really.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I made it about who would be with you. You really supported Drew Barrymore. So sorry.
such an a-hole over there.
I
All
love
right.
you. You could deserve it.
Before we go, our recommendations for the week: TV show, songs, albums, and movie, anything.
I want everyone to go out and learn how to bachata like me.
Okay.
And look up
So bachata music. Just
bachata
look it up
music.
on,
You look
on
at
Spotify.
Look at it and traditional bachata, not the modern bachata. And then together we can start our dancing journeys together because that's what I'm going to be doing.
Mine is significantly less culture.
Here's a politics audiobook that I listen to in my truck.
Nope. Below Deck, Down Under.
Is it back?
It's back, and it's unbelievable.
Is it Captain
There is
Sandy?
a scene. No, it's not Sandy, but it's another good captain.
Okay.
I forget his name, but everybody loves this guy. He's the guy with the dark hair.
Oh, yeah.
But what's crazy about this year is there's two friends on the boat, and one of them is a bit of a tomcat, like a hound, right?
What's a tomcat?
Girls, just like girls all the time. And the other one is dating a girl on the boat, and the girl walks into their bedroom, and he knows the friend knows it's her, but she doesn't know who he is and thinks that it's her boyfriend and climbs into bed with him, and he catches them.
That boat is.
I'm telling you,
I
it's
love
one of the
Below Deck.
craziest reality TV show scenes I've ever seen in my life.
I love Below Deck. I wish sometimes that I wasn't sober. Hear me out on this one. To go and work on that boat.
I know.
Like-
I know. Yeah, well, because you
You would have to be.
you
Yeah.
have to drink hard. They work hard.
They
man.
work so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. I need
Below
to,
Deck, Down Under. Check
sorry,
it out.
no.
Down Under.
Yeah. Give me some more.
I had
You're-
an
yeah.
Australian friend named Simon once, and he said the way that you learn the Australian accent is the word toast, and you have to say toast. It's like you really
Toast.
hold the A's and the O's. Really
Toast.
hold them. Yeah.
Toast.
Yeah. you're getting there.
I'm
You
going to
have
have
to
some
work on it.
toast with my Marmite. No.
A little too British.
Okay.
But it's derived from that. So anyway, listen, we will see you next week.
Love you.
Hope you enjoy, and make sure to recommend this to your friends and that sort of thing. And please keep sending us your questions, or if you have anything that you want us to talk about, you can always DM us, Adam Wylde and Jax on Instagram.
You can also send us voice notes. Please send us voice
Ooh,
notes.
I love that.
Like not super weird, like middle of the night voice notes, like Adam and I send to each other, but like any voice notes, you can just send us that if that's easier. If you're a voice note kind of gal or girly.